So, it's a romance anime, but the two main characters have insomnia and bond over it. Okay, I should say there is more to it. We're introduced to a guy called Nakami, and right off the bat, we get a real sense of how secluded he wants to be and how depressed he is all the time. He's so depressed and pessimistic that while it does produce good results at times, like where Nakami has a very methodical way of thinking about things, and this of course gives him a lot of control over things. Though this adherence to a step-by-step method of living one's life also causes the greatest of depression for our dearest male lead. He has a terrible outlook on everything and thinks everything is set to fail around him. And when things out of his control do go wrong, he just gets even more depressed. It is annoying sometimes when I do watch this anime and this guy just says some of the most depressing stuff, though this annoyance is balanced by the female lead of this anime. One day while on a break, Nakami goes and explores the school's abandoned observatory where he finds this show's sleeping beauty, lying there motionless only to be shocked by this guy's sudden appearance. Magiri is the polar opposite of Nakami, outgoing, friendly, and always taking the initiative to do a lot of things. It is this girl's positivity which balances out this guy's depression. She of course doesn't have the ability to fix every problem, but her presence is automatically calming and provides that little bit of optimism which Nakami so desperately needs. Though she's also a complex character, Magiri also has the capacity to become so vulnerable and articulate what so very much scares her, which brings me to the name of the show itself, the Insomniacs After School. Insomnia is a condition which is linked to environmental factors as well as to deep-seated psychological issues including anxiety and depression. I won't go further as it would spoil the rest of the story, but going through the backstories, vulnerabilities, fears and anxieties of both of these characters is cool to see. The reason why these two have bonded is because they have a shared lived experience and find companionship in one another. Both struggle in their insomnia and find rest in each other. So go watch it, it's pretty cute and not a lot of fan service either. Some of the background shots of this are really well done and it's just quite calming to watch each week that a new episode releases. Though this is really the key in terms of what defines Insomniacs After School as a Christian anime. One of the main reasons why Nakami and Magiri didn't ever truly get over their issues regarding their insomnia is because they don't have other people to confide in when it comes to their problems. While Magiri does have friends, it's clear that none of them know about the insomnia problems Magiri is going through. This problem is far more pronounced with Nakami, who doesn't have that large of a social network to support him, and it doesn't help that he more so complains to his best friend rather than looks for solutions to his issues. This anime is more than a romance story. It also tells a story of how these two find companionship with each other and start to work through their problems with insomnia. Paul writes about how we as Christians should really be encouraging each other and building each other up. This really is applicable to different sin issues that we may struggle with. The Proverbs continue in saying that as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. As Christians, we really should be journeying with one another and really treating them as we should treat friends, to build each other up, to encourage each other, to journey with each other. That is the beautiful truth that we see in Insomniacs After School. I very much encourage you, if you're not involved in a church community or if you spend a lot of time by yourself, that you do involve yourself in a church. Especially if you're struggling with a particular sin issue, you ought to be plugged in at a local church and start journeying with others who share your problems. You may get dopamine hits from social media, but it won't ever truly be proper discipleship. If you are interested in more of my content, I've got other Christian anime recommendations like this other cute slice of life and romance anime right here.